Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying and to the point. All right, and I basically want to get into, how, we are brainwashed. All right. And, watching, a lot of these TikToks, all right, and different videos, all right, of, these Christians, all right, these Israelites that fell out the faith, all right, and even certain comments, I've seen where people say, they're in a cult, as they always say, which, the word cult means to worship, all right, and they also say, yeah, man, they're, they're brainwashed, by these camps and by these doctrines. Well, in a sense, we are brainwashed, all right, in the sense of, we're cleansed, all right, from the ideologies of the world, all right, and the traditions of men, all right, and the Lord has pretty much washed our brains, washed our minds, washed our hearts, all right, of the filth and the filthiness of this world. So let me get this real quick. This is Psalms 119:9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word." All right, and that's basically how we have, changed the way that we think. All right, we've changed the way, we changed the ways of our path, all right, to the straight and narrow instead of the broad way, all right, which is everybody else is following. Okay, again, it says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed," all right, "thereto according to thy word." So you cleanse your way, you cleanse your understanding, your mind, your heart, all right, by taking heed according to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, that is washing your brain. All right, that is brainwashing in the spiritual sense, in the good way. All right, let's go here. All right, to John 15:3. It says, "Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you." So before we understood the truth, okay, we were following the ways of the world. All right, we were into, all manners of wickedness, man. All right, following after these traditions. All right, committing adultery. All right, certain of Israelites being, promiscuous. All right, speaking for the women. All right, sleeping with many men. All right, and so forth and so on, man. Stealing, whatever the case may be, smoking. All right, these different things. All right, that you once did in the world, now, okay, you no longer do. All right, because the Lord has cleansed your mind, all right, cleaned you, all right, of those things. All right, let me get this one real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. All right. Again, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So the Lord is literally, washing off the dirt, washing off the sins. All right. The perverseness. All right. That we once followed in the world. And now he has made us into that new creature, as the scriptures say. All right. Which, is basically trying to be perfect like our Messiah, man. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, let me get this last one. This is going to back up that point. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Again, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word. Okay. And the water is these scriptures. All right. It says that in the scriptures that out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Well, that's the word. All right. That's the words that we preach. Okay. It says verse 27 that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So that's basically what we're doing within our walk. Okay, this truth has washed us, all right, of the old, and shed us of the old man, all right, and again made us into that new creature to where we're working towards perfection to be, all right, that being without blemish, all right, without sin, which we're gonna sin in these bodies, but basically to continue to have this clothing on us, man. All right, which is this word. All right, but Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and end it out. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, I say, Shalom.